I don't know what I'm even talking about, ever. Okay, so I live in an old house that has been remodeled at least 8 times, so the plumbing doesn't work at all. That's not like a metaphor for anything. My house, really, the plumbing sucks. But the bathtub drain was turning a shower into like a ankle bath. If you it'd be like filling up and you'd be sloshing around like treading water. And we didn't have one of those like toilet snakes that could fit down in that drain and pull out all the gross things from like all those 8 remodels and different families that have lived in that house for all this time. So I was like, oh, I'll just get a coat hanger. I will get a metal coat hanger and open it. I'm like, oh wait, we don't have any of those because they don't really make them anymore, and we bought all of our hangers fresh from the Target. I'm getting paid for that. And like I was like, okay, I'll go around the neighborhood and ask for a metal coat hanger. So I get on wire, I'm like, ooh, but I'm kind of grossed out by the hair and all the gross in the drain. So I'll ask somebody for some rubber gloves also. I'll let you know that I did execute this plan because it registered in my brain that you cannot go door to door and ask for a coat hanger and rubber gloves. Especially with this mustache. You can't do it. You can't do it. That's a no-no, really. Come up next. His name is Peter Griffin, and you will enjoy him. He has not heard any jokes about that name ever.
So I was with a girl the other night, and now I'm testing positive for butterflies. She tried to tell me I didn't get it from her, but I know I didn't have them before I met her. That's all true stuff, man. It's all true. I met this girl the other day that really liked me, and I found out through the course of an evening that she was a virgin. And this terrified me because I'm like, man, I don't want to be anybody's first. Like, this face should not be anybody's first. I know. You guys are laughing over there. I feel bad now being anybody's like 5th, 6th, 80th, 90th. I mean, because there's enough crying after sex on my end. I don't need her crying too. I know, it's a sad affair, sex with me. So I realized when I was growing up as a kid, I could have gotten out of a lot more things with fake orgasms. It's true, when your parents are whipping you, if you just gone, oh yeah, right there, come on Dad, come on! I'd have never gotten whipped again. I mean, the same thing with vegetables, you know? Oh my God, these peas are so good! I do like peas. So I'm really worried about the Incredible Hulk's dating life, because I don't feel like the Incredible Hulk would ask you out. I think it would be like, Hulk horny, Hulk smash. Hulk say not Hulk's fault, Hulk say you see how she dress. Hulk say she wanted it. I feel like the Hulk would go to jail, because the Hulk is a terrible attorney for the Hulk. Yeah. Anyway, my name's Peter Griffin, that's all I got for today.
I was about to go to the bathroom now that I don't enjoy your comedy, which I do. The next person coming up is actually right there. Yes, I'm pointing at you. It is Sir Josh Wood, aka Bees. Bees! Why is that my nickname? I don't know.
Because we made him. Go for it.
What's your frat name?
God. I was gonna blow in the microphone for 10 minutes. I don't know. Shit. Man, Scott said he was gonna clean up his act, and I believed him for like 4 seconds. Then I realized he had a dog fucking a woman on his shirt. And I don't know how to do
Dog's
that.
fucking a man.
What?
Dog, that's a man.
My apologies. I was trying not to stare
It's
at you.
interracial gay bestiality, alright?
It's like the sun. I try not to stare in it. I don't like doing dirty humor, but I do tell one joke that I mentioned last month. I didn't write that joke, but I don't like doing dirty jokes. But I will tell you guys a joke. A child molester and a kid are walking through the woods. Wait for it. It's really dark, and they have rickety flashlights. And the kid looks up at the man and he says, "Gee, mister, I'm really scared." And the child molester looks at him and says, "You're scared? I have to walk out of these woods alone later." I'm glad you guys laughed at it. I told that joke to my parents. They didn't like it. I don't know why, but it was what they said about it was so weird. You know what they said? They were like, "Josh, there's some jokes you can't tell to people. There's some jokes, I hope you don't say those kind of things on stage. There's some jokes you can't tell. Like you can't joke about black people." I was like, "What? How'd you guys come to that conclusion? Why'd you guys bring up black people all of a sudden?" And I said, "No, Mom, Dad, I don't talk about black people. I know I can't make jokes about black people. I'm not black. I can't make jokes about Asian people. I'm not Asian." Which I realized because of my phrasing, I basically just told my parents I'm a child molester. Because I had no problem talking jokes about child molesters. I'm not a child molester, but it is true that I can't tell certain jokes. I can't tell jokes about black people. I can't tell jokes about Asians, because Asians do that. I can't tell jokes about women. Women tell jokes about women. But I can tell white people jokes, but there's no good white people jokes. What's a good white person joke? Hey, did you hear the one about the white guy? He became a leader of industry, fully invested his 401k. He's doing pretty good. He's living in that nice old place by the lake. Hey, did you guys hear that for every $1 a white person makes, a white person makes $1? Women still make 75 cents for every $1 a man makes, and women are pissed about it. I know this for a fact because one time I put 3/4 in a girl's G-string and she was pissed. We just had the Super Bowl. Who watched the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I was going for the Packers. I like cheese, and I hate towels and rapists. I had some people not come to my Super Bowl party. I was a little upset.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. If you had good excuses, that's fine. But someone gave me a really lame excuse. What they said? You know what they said to me? They go, "I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm protesting the Super Bowl." You're protesting the Super Bowl? What? Did it like rape a bunch of children? Like if they combined like the two team scores and like killed that many children like in the middle of the streets? Okay, but I was like, whatever. How are you protesting? Are you like picketing? Are you writing a letter to the NFL? No, I'm not going to watch it. That's what I'm doing. Oh, so what are you going to do? Just something else. Oh, so you're going to have like a normal Sunday? Yeah. Well, fuck, I protest like 50 weeks a year. I would say most of my Sundays are normal Sundays. I'm protesting World War II. Not because I'm like, anti-war. I mean, I am, but I'm just not watching World War II. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a shit about it. And by I'm not watching it, I especially mean on that fucking History Channel. I fucking hate it. I hate history. But man, I hate the History Channel. Every month, it's like, all I ever see on there, it's World War II, Civil War, and like some show about like a pawn shop or something. That's like it. I would try to overthrow that like television station, but they would just create a new one. And I would go down in history as the guy who stopped the History Channel. And they played like marathons of me for hours. Fuck that. I do like that show, Hoarders. Hoarders is pretty cool because I like to think of spin-offs. Hoarders is a show about people who collect too much stuff. They have like every newspaper like for the past 40 years, a bunch of trinkets and shit that they don't need. But then there's like a spin-off show that's called Animal Hoarders. And it's about people who just like hoard animals. And it's like, John, you have 52 cats. You need to get rid of some of them. And they're like, what? They tend to me when I'm lonely. The person in front of me, the cat, not the bicep. I was thinking about, wouldn't it be cool if there was a show like Porn Hoarders? Porn Hoarders. That'd be cool. But then like every single teenager in the world would be on it. Porn is a little bit ruined for me now that I'm a college professor. A little ruined. Schoolgirl pornography. I can't watch anymore. I analyze it too much. I'm all like, man, why are there so many women in this classroom? That's not how you teach a class. What do you do with that ruler? That's not what it's for. In fact, my name is Professor Wood. I didn't like my students call me Professor Wood. It's too creepy. I'm like, call me Josh. I don't want to be in a porn right now. But everyone thinks I'm going to sleep with the student. It's not even like they think. They're like, sure, it's going to happen. Like, this is how phone calls go with me nowadays. It's like, hello? Have you fucked a student yet? No, Mom, I haven't. Alright guys, my name is Josh Wood.
Josh Wood, everybody! Yeah. And yes, I realized that I accidentally yelled out, deal with it, right after your name. I have no idea why. Josh Wood, deal with it! Yeah, I have noticed that though. I've noticed that like in order to get a reality show, you have to have a job. I've noticed that, Josh. Like there's 5 shows about cake and 18 shows about pawn shops.
Yeah.
That joke was
me.
Good. Alright, are you guys aware that the comedian, I use that term loosely, but the comedian Jeff Dunham has a CD? Think about that for a second. He's a ventriloquist, a purely visual medium, and he has a CD. That is like Van Gogh having a radio talk show. No way, Van Gogh's not an asshole douchebag. That's like, that makes as much sense as Dane Cook having a career. Oh! Shut up! Really? Really? You're gonna all at a Dane Cook joke? Get out. You're not the target audience for anybody, ever. You go live in a cave of suck. A suck cave. Porno time.